Hi guys, welcome to TriStar Gym. I'm Firas Zahabi. We're doing another segment here of Fight Summit. We want to discuss now what to do in the corner. Now, in the corner, when you're in the corner with a fighter, I think that a lot of coaches overcoach. And a lot of coaches will get caught up in the action and get very excited in the corner and maybe start rambling a bit and start giving too much information. Now again, it depends on the fighter. Some fighters, they're very calm in the ring. You know, after the horn sounds, they come back, they're really relaxed. And maybe they're losing the round and they're relaxed, and that's not a good thing. You know, I want to rile him up, I want to maybe yell, and then I may yell at him, I may get excited because he has to mirror what the coach is doing. If you go into the octagon and you're nervous, you grab your fighter and you're nervous and your hands are shaking and you're foaming at the mouth and you're screaming, your fighter's gonna very likely panic more. You know, if he's not a very experienced fighter, he might mirror you. He might see, oh, my coach is nervous. That means, you know, we're in the crosshairs. We're losing here. This is not going to be a good night. This is an urgent situation. You don't want to reflect that to your fighter. When my fighters come to the corner, the first thing I do is I give them air. Whether he's winning or losing, whether his nose is over here or he's, you know, had a flawless round. First thing is air. Nothing's going to work without air. If his heart rate doesn't come down and he doesn't relax, he's not going to understand anything I tell him anyway. So my fighters come in, the first 10 or 15 seconds, they just breathe and relax. When you're nervous, you can forget to breathe. You can be caught up in your chest. Your air could be up here, and you're doing very shallow breaths, so you're not recovering well. Your mind is racing. Think about the next time you're in a nervous situation. You don't breathe well. Okay, so my fighters come in, breathe, heart rate goes down. Recovery is number one. And then I'll proceed to giving him instruction, but I'll give him clear instruction. One suggestion, maybe two sometimes, depending on the experience of the fighter. But typically I'll leave one point I want to stress. The most important thing I think will change the fight, or add more, if he's already winning the fight, add more to his accomplishments in the fight. And sometimes a guy fights so well in the round, I'll tell him, do the same thing, and that's the only thing I tell him. Just keep doing exactly what you're doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you see that, you know, he's dropping his hand, or that he missed a takedown he could hit, you know, there's a shot somewhere, you know, maybe the guy's open for a push kick or uppercut or something. Give that instruction, but don't overcoach. Be wary of overcoaching. I think overcoaching is worse than not saying anything at all. Fighters come in, give them good air, let their heart rates come down, talk calmly to them. The only time I think you should yell at a fighter or rile a fighter up is when he's being too nonchalant, he's being too relaxed in there, and he's giving up rounds. If a fighter is relaxed and he's winning rounds, that's fine. Sometimes guys will give up rounds because they want to pace themselves, because they're scared to run out of cardio. It's now or never. You know, you got to roll that dice. Some fighters are scared to take chances. They rather just rat out a decision. You got to get to know your fighters. If that's what he's trying to do, you got to break him out of it, because it's better to try to win. You know, trying to win is why you're there. It's why you do all the training. So fighters come in, give them air, one or two clear instructions, and on very special occasions, rile your fighter up if you feel that's what he needs.